Hey guys, my name is Bridget and today I'm going to be talking about Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews. I feel like I'm going to have a lot of reviews coming for you guys because now I feel like reading a ton, so that's going to be coming. So I'm just going to go through my rating for this book, then you guys can talk with me about it down in the comments. It is going to be completely spoiler free, so you don't have to worry about being spoiled at all for this book. It is very short, so you should definitely check it out if you haven't. Characters, I gave a 15 out of 20 or a 3/4 star, just because we didn't know that much about any other characters other than Greg, who's the main character. I know we're not supposed to really know a lot about Rachel as we go throughout the book because he doesn't seem to really like her that much, and that is sort of the idea of the book, that we don't know a lot about her and we should be learning about her. But also, we don't know a lot about Earl other than his home life and that he likes to watch a lot of films with Greg, and I felt that we needed to know a bit more about him just because he's one of the main characters and we didn't know too much about him. I felt like we could have known more. Plot, I gave a 15 out of 20 or 3/4 of a star. It wasn't the most amazing plot I've ever read. Greg was basically just telling his story of becoming friends with Rachel, a girl who has leukemia, because his mom made him. It was interesting to read about, but it wasn't mind-blowing, and I wasn't really expecting it to be mind-blowing, but I was expecting it to be interesting. It did live up to that. It just wasn't as amazing as Court of Thorns and Roses, which I just finished, and I know I shouldn't compare books, but after just finishing that, this couldn't really live up to it. So if I read it a different time, it might have gotten a better rating, I don't know, but right now, this is how I feel about it because after just reading Court of Thorns and Roses. Setting, I gave a 16 out of 20 or 3/4 of a star again. It did a really good job of making the setting seem really realistic. It seemed like that was actually a high school that you could imagine. A lot of other books that happen during high school make high school seem like something it's not, and I feel like this book had a very accurate description of what high school is like, even if some parts aren't really as high school is for me. That could be the way it is for some other people, I don't know. But it really did a great job of expressing what high school is really like. Writing, I gave an 18 out of 20 or 1 star. The writing was really unique and interesting to read. I really liked how it was told, and Greg sometimes got out of the story to tell you something while he was writing it, and that was really funny to read and really entertaining. It really made it feel like he was telling you the story, as if he was a person, he was just telling you this story of what had happened to him when his mom forced him to become friends with this girl. And it really felt like he was talking to you as a person and that you were just sort of having a conversation and he was telling you all about it. Rather than reading it in a book, it actually seemed like this was actually happening and he was just telling you about it. Because Jessie Andrews gives the book a really realistic feel to it, so it seems like he's just talking while typing. Enjoyment, I gave a 14 out of 20 or 3/4 of a star again. I really enjoyed reading this book and it was really quick and interesting. It has a really different feel to it than most of the other books I've read in the past, and I really liked that about it. However, as I've already mentioned, after finishing A Court of Thorns and Roses, it wasn't as awesome as that, just because I love that book so much. So that probably sort of just changed my rating of it, just because I love that book so much, and after reading that, nothing I really read afterwards could compare. So this couldn't compare to that, but I did really enjoy it, and I'm really glad I read it, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone that is interested in reading it, because it is definitely worth the read. I know the movie is coming out on June 12th, and I'm super excited about that. I'm going to definitely go see it, probably maybe opening night. I don't know when, but sometime then, and I will definitely have a movie review for you guys up after I see the movie because I'm really excited to see it. It looks really good from the trailer I saw. I only saw the trailer before I read the book, so now I'm going to probably go back and watch the trailer again because now I know the whole plot of the book and I've actually read the book, so I know what's going on. Overall, I gave this book a 78 out of 100 or 4 stars. And I would definitely recommend it if you want to go check it out, if it sounds interesting to you, because it really is a good book. Thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about this book if you've read it, or if you are planning on reading it. You definitely should if you think it sounds interesting, because it really is worth the read. It's less than 300 pages, so you should be able to get through it relatively quickly. I know it was really quick for me to read because some of the font is in like a movie script, so it's just the conversation between the two characters and nothing else, and that makes it really quick. Some of the pages just fly by, and it is awesome. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!